Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the crypto trading room in the afternoon. Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. Today is March 8th, 2024, and Bitcoin is at 68,850. Isn't it a beautiful thing, right? Just like pushing right back up, like 10% dump a couple days ago. Like, what are you talking about? That didn't happen. All right, guys, we've got a lot to talk about. Let me just make the Discord announcement here real quick so we can get the Discord community in here. Let's go. All right. Okay, I see Crypto Meister, we got Ernest, we got Jordan Stotts in the chat. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. All right, we're going to break everything down. We're going to share the latest trading strategies with you guys, and we're going to make some money in the markets today. Woo, yes to crypto. Yeah, man. Like, we're growing. That means the alerts are actually going to go out. That's the thing. Like, YouTube likes to, likes to mess. Oh, AP in the chat. We got Felipe. Oh, today's going to be a good stream. Oh, let's do it. Yeah. All right. We're going to check out DGen. Yeah, we're going to rake. Aaron, we're going to make you rich, man. Just stay tuned, brother. Let's do this. All right. All right. What do we got going on? Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Obviously, not much has changed because we haven't had a weekly closure. So we'll just go over this very briefly. Again, our strategy caught the swing from approximately this breakout zone to this breakout zone and then re-entry right now. We are still in the swing long. Okay. Of course, I am recommending that we take anywhere from 50, listen, at least 50% profits. We're redlining on the weekly volatility. The last time that happened, we did have, again, I've kind of pointed this out so many times, but the last time we redlined on weekly volatility, we had one more week of limited upside, and then we went sideways for a month before like 2 more weeks of upside, and then that was the top of the market. All right. So again, limited, could we have one more week of limited upside and then sideways for a month, basically holding the previous resistance as support? All right. And then pop up, we reach that like 85, 90,000, almost 100,000, fall shy of it, big 30% pullback, and then we rip off after the halving and surpass that 100,000. We guys, I don't know if you have the same conviction that I do, but Bitcoin will be over $100,000 this year, right? And at the end of the day, that's really like when you think about that, you develop that investor mindset and you're like, all right, Bitcoin's currently at 68. I feel really confident that Bitcoin's going to be up here by the end of the year. So that means it doesn't matter where I buy. You know what I mean? Of course, right? For traders, I'm not recommending that anybody enter right now. We do want to enter on a pullback. We do want to be principal traders. Just hold our weekly swing positions. Make sure that you scaled out at least 50% at this point in time, and make sure that your stop loss is in a no loss situation like break even. I highly recommend that. We don't have any divergence coming in on the RSI. We don't have any divergence coming in on True Strength Index. True Strength Index has peeled up and above now. RSI is peeled up and above. And the only kind of bearish signal is that we are redlining volatility. Although if we do switch over to the weekly reversal system, we've got a couple of things happening. One, we are trading above 2 standard deviations of the Bollinger Bands, all right? Which again is what we would see during a reversal, but is also indicative of a very strong trend. If we look at the ISA spot momentum oscillator, we don't have any regular bearish divergence whatsoever. We do have a massive spike in volume that is what at this point in time, like 5 times above the volume moving average, 115% above the volume moving average. All right. So again, big spikes. And if we look at our CM Laguerre PPO, we are printing very weak regular bearish divergence. All right. Also important to note that we are just in the warning zone of being overbought. We're not in the critical zone of being overbought. All right. So we still have room to go. All right. There is potential room to go. But because we are in such a high risk, heated up market, I'm not recommending anybody to actually enter at this point in time. We want to be taking profit at this point in time, and then just holding the moon bag if we do continue to pump up. All is well and good. We will get a pullback. We are going to get a big pullback at some point in time. Big 30%er, I bet. A big juicy 30%er. And that's going to be our opportunity to take all the risks that we want to take. Coming down to the daily time frame. Need a sip. Coming down to the daily time frame on Bitcoin. All right, we are still flat on the daily swing. All right, let's go and look at where we would have entered exactly. It would have been on the RSI crossover right here on this breakout candle. Held that position, and we did get punked out of the trade because RSI closed underneath the signal line just back here a few days ago when we had that 10% movement to the downside. Bitcoin has had 3 days of upside right now. New high. All right. Very exciting new high. All right. Reaching 70,184. Life is good on the daily. So we have made a second all-time high in a couple of days. And let's see here. Yeah. TSI has also crossed underneath the signal line. RSI did cross underneath the signal line. We are printing pretty strong regular bearish divergence here on the daily time frame. Okay. And volatility also redlined, and volatility is now declining. All right. So we are not really in the position to be taking a big juicy trade. Of course, we will take the continuation signal regardless of volatility, regardless of anything. If we do get it, that would probably have to come in a couple of days. All right. So again, obviously, is it exciting that we've made a new high? Absolutely. Does that really change how risky and dangerous everything is? No, nope. Not so ever. Alt sneezing, man. Brett. Oh, dude, I thought you were dead. I haven't seen you. No, listen. So listen, guys, I know, like, I am so absolute. No. So first off, no, I am not recording. Okay. But just let me, like, I actually thought about it, because the thing is, when we do the stream in the morning, okay, I have time to like clip. And if I record, I have time to clip and then re-upload as a short, not a short, but like a dedicated video. And there's still time to like act upon it. I feel like doing the show in the afternoon, like right now, by the time I would get it done, edited, and then get it uploaded and get the thumbnail made and all that stuff, it's going to be like daily close. And I feel like it's not super relevant anymore. I mean, I could be wrong about that. You know what? I think I probably am wrong about that. I should probably just hit the record button. Guys. Oh, you're a terrible shot, Harry. My dear Lord. Okay. I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah. All right. All right. So guys, okay. I'm going to put a Post-it. I don't have any Post-it. I'm going to get a Post-it note. I'm going to put record on here. All right. Make more content faster. All right. So all I need is just, hey, here's the thing. You guys help me out a bit. When you see me post the announcement in general chat every day that I'm going live, hit me real quick with that. Make sure you hit the record button, degenerate. That's going to help. All right. Like, cause I just, for some reason, cannot remember to hit the record button when I start. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, so we are out on the daily time frame. That's absolutely fine. Price will pump, whatever, it'll do its thing. We have other time frames to potentially enter into. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and see if we have a setup, which I think we actually might here. Let's take a Gandy at this. Volatility did come down below the 50%er. We don't have a big juicy signal like down below 20%, but I feel like this is decent. We do have big volume coming in here on the 4-hour. All right. We tried to push price up. We tried to dump a little bit. I don't know. This looks really strong. And this is actually a good signal. TSI actually crossed over on the last 4-hour candle. So we already should have entered. So we're just going to, yeah. This just looks a little too good. Stop loss multiplier going to be the 2, 4, 8, and 12. That's not too bad. Yeah. All right. So we're going to take this trade here. We were able to successfully snag that Bitcoin hourly swing long yesterday that we talked about. We are long on Arbitrum right now as well in the copy trade account. But let's take this Bitcoin 4-hour swing long. What do you guys say? We're targeting 74,995. This 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so hold on. We just got a 37. 3,700. That all looks good. We're using 2% risk. Our position size is going to be 1709. So let's just get in. No. Ooh, that was close. BTC. There we go. We'll just mark it in. And that was good, right? Ooh, did I make a mistake? Is 10x leverage okay? Oh my God, am I going to get... Yeah, I'm fine, because the stop loss is 4.5% away, so 10x leverage is completely fine. We're going to be managing a risk at 66,224. Sounds good. Thou shalt pay attention to bullish price. And we're going to take TP at 75-285. It's 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. 75-285. 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. We'll be using last price, mark price for the stop loss, last price for the TP. That looks good. All right. Life's good. Thank you. All right. All right. Breakout long on BTC. Let's go. Instant rejection, right? Instant rejection. All right. That's all right. Volatility is volatility, right? Volatility. All right. So we do got the 4-hour trade. We got the stop loss. Okay, we got the target. Okay, we have additional targets of 81,502 and 87,582 if you guys want to turn this into a big swing. Totally fine. And then we'll just say like entry somewhere around here. Okay. This is just for tracking. Now, I don't want this stuff to be showing up visibility. I only want this to show up on the 4-hour chart. Period. 4-hour to 4-hour. Okay. And hold on a second. What did I just edit? I know I didn't do the target. So seconds, minutes, days, blah. 4-4. I think I did entry, right? Nope. So that must have been the stop loss, right? Tell me I did this one. What? Did the one I do just like disappear? Okay. Apparently the first one that I did just disappeared. Whatever. All right. Let's go down to the hourly. I mean, I feel like we're going to be late to the hourly at this point in time. Yeah, we are a little late. The hourly signaled earlier. The hourly signaled. Okay, we got an hourly signal here. And we would have closed here for a very small profit. And then we would have re-entered on the very next candle, on this candle right here. So the hourly caught this basically at the bottom. And that's with a trending strategy. All right. Like, guys, this is not a reversal strategy that we're running here. It's just, you just trust the indicators. Okay. Right? This isn't like I'm not selling 100% win rates or anything like this. I'm just telling you guys, if you just do the same thing consistently over and over again, and you don't let yourself get sucked into, oh my God, I got to buy this stuff because my homie bought it, or oh my God, I got to do it. If you just pick a simple strategy and you just trade that thing and you consistently just check the charts every day for those setups, or you set alerts or whatever it is that you're going to do. Man. Telling you guys. All right, big buys coming in, guys. Big buys. Let's go. Go. Just checking the bot. Cool. I'm hoping I can share that with you guys here pretty soon. Not until it's all done. Oh my God, the chat. Adam wants to see some TA on quant. Yeah, man, I got you, dude. Felipe, yeah, man, we can definitely make the degen analysis a little bit more tailored toward newies. AP, some good insights right there. Exactly. Size your bet proportionally, man. Quadrigo ATR. Why is oh, I did that to Quadrigo? Oh my baby. I would never. No, I want to see you everywhere, Quadrigo. I want to see you on all the time frames. I want to see you when I go to sleep. I'm gonna pull you close. All right. Custom with you in the indicator like a moment alone. Let's see. All right, let's see here. 15-minute time frame on BTC, just analyzing what we can analyze here. Let's get on our intraday script. What is happening? Okay, we are rejecting a little bit, like not necessarily rejecting, but rejecting. That's a pretty like candle. We're going to see here. We are currently, we just bounced off of that high volume node. We do have a high volume node above us at 69,831, and we do have a high volume node below us at 68,553. That's where we'd like to see support. We could also wick into the LVN here. It's a very small LVN at 68,811. But overall, that's good. We are above the daily point of control, or we're over the range point of control. We're also over the daily point of control. So the daily point of control is coming in at 68,510. Above this, the bulls are in control of the day. Below this, the bears are in control of the day. But the bulls for the range are in control because we are above 66,911. So those are our two important areas to stay above: 68,510 for daily bullishness, and 66,893 approximately, 66,947 around there for range bullishness, right? So let's see, right? Let's go. Last of the Mohicans. Come on. It's either 75,000 or continued sideways. Yes to crypto with the 10 coming in hot, dude. Thank you so much. He said, let's make DGen and COQ official. How are we going to make them? Oh, yes. Yeah, they're official, man. Yeah, we got it, dude. We got it. Yep, we're going to do, I'm just going to type in my chat here. We're going to do COQ, DGen, Quant. Was there another request? Crypto Meister keeps talking about looks, but he hasn't asked me to look at it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's just Quant. No, I won't. Because of we are pro Rooster. We'll call it the Rooster coin, right? COQ. Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? I got I'm just nervous about cuz we're on YouTube, right? We're on YouTube, and I don't want to get, it's like, you can say whatever you want, but at the same time, I'm really trying to get the content populated out there, so I've got to play the game. So, call it Rooster. He's like, Justin, I think your channel's shadow banned. Maybe it's because I keep, saying bad words on the stream. Alex says, going to be interesting if we retest. That was the last. If we retest 65.5. Yeah. I heard it's mostly responsible for most of the population around. Look at it, you guys. It'd be interesting if we retest over the weekend. 65.5. Yeah, so yeah, basically just range support. Yep. That was the last higher weekly close. Price will likely gravitate to that zone before Sunday's close. Yeah, I definitely see that. So yeah, on pullbacks, yes, on pullbacks, definitely. And you guys can just see that's basically where the shelf of the high volume node ends. 65,000 is kind of where we hit the bottom. And there is an LVN at basically 65,720. All right, so I definitely agree. I mean, that is current range support, and ideally, yes, we want that to hold. We can see this is also basically where price blipped down to, not quite as low as 65.5, but the low 66s. So yeah, we're talking about here. Shut the heck up. Say it with a French accent. Jose. The altcoins. All right. Ethereum real quickly. Ethereum, same thing. We are still in the weekly swing long. Entry signal was generated here on February 5th. We are redlining on weekly volatility, so hold the position, but I would take anywhere from 20 to 50% profits on Ethereum at this point in time. Excuse me, daily time frame. Daily time frame. This one I kind of sidestepped because I didn't trade this day, and so I missed the signal, unfortunately. But Ethereum, we got the re-entry signal here and then closed on this Darth Maul candle that we just had a few days ago. And then we did get the re-entry signal 2 days ago on this kind of breakout candle. All right. So the strategy is suggesting long from 382.44. I wouldn't recommend entering now, most likely, even though we could still potentially have limited upside. But yeah, 382.44 or 38.24 would have been the entry for the previous signal that is currently active, and overall things are good. Volatility's high, but not much to say. Haven't hit. Let's just go see for you guys what would have. TPs. Stop loss at 34.12 and looking at 46.40 for TP. Ethereum on the 4-hour. Ethereum on the 4-hour did not give us a signal. Bitcoin gave us a signal. Ethereum did not give us a signal. And in fact, Ethereum is printing pretty strong, regular bearish divergence here. And we are redlining in volatility. And TSI is also bearish. Very interesting. And we're printing in a bull flag right now. Very interesting. What do we want to do? Well, I mean, it's a bull flag. So you long a bull flag. None of the hourly. What's the hourly telling us? The hourly is also printing some pretty gnarly regular bearish divergence. I'm not going to lie. PSI is even printing regular bearish divergence. Do we get vol crush at resistance? Usually we don't get vol crush at resistance. Things reject too quickly. Just guys. We'll go back to Twitch. I get a nicer class of clientele in the chat room, for the love of God. Okay. All right. So 4-hour bull flag looks a little bit more like a double top on the hourly with that regular bearish divergence. So I am not going to take any Ethereum longs right now. We don't even have any signal for them. Actually, that's not quite true. We could have had BIP. We could have had this trade right here. Let's see. Open here, close here if you didn't hit TP1 here. Okay, so that's a win. And then what else do we got here? In here and out here. Again, that's a small win, but it's a win. We'll take it all. Come on. Entry here and close here. I mean, that's a small win, like, and they stack up. So cool. Yeah. I'm going to pause. We're not going to do anything with Ethereum. It's a little weird right now. Ethereum's a little weird right now. Yeah, because I don't want to short in a bull market, but I don't want to ignore that divergence. So, since we want to trade the long side, we'll just pause, not take any trades, and let the market reset. Yeah, we've got a nice downtrend too on the 15-minute time frame here, and we just ran into resistance. So we'll see if we can get a breakthrough of this resistance or if we'll get a rejection back down to the 200. I mean, I think we could break through looking at it. We already just came down and retested the 200 with a higher low. And yeah, it looks like we do want to break out. So, interesting. Ethereum is interesting. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. Guys, I did not buy Loom last night. Okay. And I'll tell you why. Because I was talking about Loom yesterday. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's Evgeny. Oh, this is my guy. Hold on, let me see what he said. Oh, Evgeny, thank you, man. That's yeah. I have a meeting with this guy on Tuesday. See, crypto is a small world, all right? Like all these like 3 commas, Santiment, Glassnode, like you can reach out and touch the people that work there. All right? And they're all good people. I mean, I'm sure some of them are good people. All right? Evgeny's cool people. So anyways, the issue is I started doing all my on-chain analysis for Loom, right? To see, because I want to see like, oh, okay, cool. Like, are more people buying than selling? Is the amount of holders increasing? Is social volume going up? What's the supply look like? Do the whales hold everything, right? So I'm doing all my analysis. And the problem is that the information that I'm seeing on sentiment is not initially, right? And of course, like often, what is the problem? Like user error, right? Okay, so that's like definitely possible. But then I was so I was like on so I was on Etherscan and I was doing all this analysis on like holder breakdown and blah blah blah. And the data it isn't syncing. The data from Etherscan is so the data that I'm seeing on sentiment visually is not matching what I'm seeing on chain from Etherscan. Okay. And so even though I really do like the Loom chart, okay, I like the Loom chart, and this is this is a big trade. And I think give me a second here. Logarithmic. Okay. Okay. Even though we basically have this beautiful, almost falling wedge pattern, right? Whatever. I'm a trader. I'm not an artist, right? But we have this almost beautiful falling wedge pattern. Okay. Now here's the thing. Usually when we trade a falling wedge, price is likely to go or so I've been told here between the 382 and the 618. So that trade, the breakout on the falling wedge, that trade's complete. Okay. We're really trading the 382 retracement of this entire move. Basically what we call an aftershock pump, right? Price trading in this. Let's I want to take a Gandhi here. So let's look at this. No, that didn't work as well. No, that doesn't work as well. That's not a very clean wedge. Okay. So that one's pretty clean. So that trade's done. But are we going to break out of the range in general and go for this aftershock pump in a bull market? I absolutely think so. 128.6% movement. So there definitely are other coins that we can target. This thing did just pump in September of 2023, so it can absolutely pump again. And it is ETH layer 2. Right? Loom is building Ethereum layer 2 so that basically dApps can launch across multi-chain. So I'm not saying I don't want to buy Loom here. Okay. I'm just saying that I want to make sure that the data lines up. Because let me show you exactly like the stuff that I look at on chain, por ejemplo. Okay. So here's the data that I'm getting from sentiment. All right. For example, okay. This chart. So first off, the red line at the bottom, this is just the price of Loom. This purple line is the total amount of holders of Loom, okay? And we can see that this is increasing, all right? So that's nice and bullish. We do want to see nice distribution of Loom, okay? This next metric is called dormant circulation. These are coins that have not moved for over a year and then move. As we can see, obviously, where do you typically see dormant coins go back into circulation? When prices start going up, because people, like wake up and they pull their coins out of cold storage and they sell them. All right. But we can actually see a ton of dormant circulation kind of on this latest dip right before the pump. All right. And no big dormant circulation now. So we want to look at this as a contrary indicator. If prices are pumping, we don't want to see dormant circulation, right? Because that typically means that whales are moving cold storage coins and they're about to dump the market and stop the pump. All right, so not seeing any dormant circulation, so that's good. Excuse me. I feel like I've been refactoring things for a year. For like 3 years. I feel like that's been my status on Discord for like 3 years. Can anybody confirm that? Can anybody confirm that my perpetual status on Discord is refactoring minks? Because I feel like I just set that like 3 years ago and it's just never changed. It doesn't auto update or anything like that. Oh, hold on one sec. Okay, I'm meeting with my good friend at 2 o'clock, which is like a half hour, about 38 minutes. And just confirming that he is good to go. There we go. All right, so what we have here is the weighted sentiment of Loom. And what sentiment does is it kind of looks at Twitter and 4chan and Reddit and, you know, anything you could imagine there. And they what their AI does is they, you know, it's just basic sentiment analysis, right? They look for all the posts with positive sentiment words. They look for the posts with the negative sentiment words, and they use that to get a weighted sentiment. Sentiment on Loom is actually right now negative. Of course, this thing oscillates around quite a bit. But this is good. We don't really want to buy into extremely high sentiment because extremely high sentiment is when, and you can just like basically look here. Let's just highlight all the times that sentiment has been really high. All right. Unfortunately, it won't let me draw on the chart, but like here it is. And where do we see price? Price was at pretty much the all-time high when sentiment was very, very high. All right. We see sentiment very, very high here. And where's price? Price is basically at a high. All right. It is straight up at a high. It's not almost, it is. Sentiment is extremely high over here. And, oh no, sorry, that's price. That was the all-time high in price. Yeah, so pretty much without fail, you typically don't want to go long on something when the sentiment is extremely high. Because that means that, I mean, honestly, that is, it's the bad, you know, it's you know, the coin's being shilled, right? And you don't want to you don't want to buy something that's being shilled because it's being shilled by somebody with an agenda and they're dumping on you, right? So sentiment is negative, so that's actually really good. I feel like we'd not be buying into anything stupid. Now, so here's the problem, right? Supply held by top addresses. It says 2.04 billion tokens. And then if we go over to Etherscan, though, Sebastian Lopez, thanks for the sub, my friend. All right, so here's Loom Network new. No, this is CoinGecko. We want Etherscan. I think this is the, hold on, this is the old token though. There are two, yeah, I want Loom token new and I want the contract address. Thank you. And then we'll go to Etherscan. We'll paste the contract address in. It's this contract, which goes with this token tracker. And if we go to holders, okay, we can see that 46.86% of the supply is wallet, which is I don't know, like their deployer or something, but it's something associated with Loom. And then we've got, or it's an exchange. And then we've got these. This is a contract. We've got this, which is probably an exchange. Binance, right? Exchanges. These are all exchanges, right? And then, yeah, so we can see that besides exchanges, nobody holds more than, 0.5% of the coin, any individual wallet. And we can just see like even the exchange wallets, okay, have almost none of the supply. Okay. So there is almost none of this supply on exchanges. My audio's cutting out. Are you serious? Is the audio cutting out? Okay. Just a blip. All right, we like blips. Yeah, so like, look here, guys. Like, there is no... Where the heck is my... There it is. I hate that I can't see my... There we go. It's so fast. I mean, look, here's Gate. Here's Binance. Here's BitGet. Here's Coinbase, all right? Look at the quantity of supply. Like, the exchanges have none of the supply. And what that means is that the books have got to be thin. It's not going to take a lot to move price, like a lot, because there's no supply for liquidity. So if demand really, things I think about when I'm home alone and the television's broken. Now, the problem is that the data from Santiment is not really confirming that. So here's the supply held by top non-exchange addresses, or excuse me, one as a percentage of supply. And yeah, and Santiment's data is saying that 88% of supply is held by top addresses. And that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. And I checked both the old contract and the new contract, and these numbers don't seem to add up. So you guys just saw the support message from Santiment. Evgeny said that he would reach out to the metrics team. So I expect to get an answer from them pretty soon at some point in time. And then like I'll know, right? And then we look at like whale transaction count, total supply and this is the other thing. Total supply and profit as a percentage. This is very important. Supply on exchanges that says only 20% of supply is on exchanges. But that doesn't seem right. But that's good, right? Even if this is true, like look at this chart. This is the percent of supply on exchanges. It was extremely high. It has dropped off massively. So again, same thing, right? Decreased supply on exchanges can create an environment in which prices can pump insanely. Percent of supply held by top addresses. We want... Oh, here it is. The percent of total supply and profit, okay? This is the thing why I was like, like, look at this. It says 75% of total supply of profit of Loom is held in profit. Okay. Which is weird. Like, that's fine, but you know, and how it oscillates too, right? Like, how can look at these small market movements, right? These are relatively small market movements. How can this so much dramatically affect? I mean, this chart is basically saying that either there's just a few centralized entities who basically control most of the supply of Loom, or that it is so fairly distributed, and it is being so frequently traded. I don't know. Either way, if the metrics are correct on Santiment, and I just don't know how to read Etherscan, which I do, then I think Loom could really pop here, dude. But I got to get this data cleared up. But well, what just happened there? Whatever. So yeah, watching Loom, we broke out of this kind of falling, this descending channel, right? Hit the 382 profit target. Didn't hit the 618, so that could be our next target right there. And ultimately, I'd be targeting this 382 retracement, and that's an aftershock pump. That is a completely different type of trade setup than falling wedge and whatnot. All right, guys. 30 minutes left. Let's get into our requests. But actually, if you guys will just be... Loom could generate... Yes, absolutely it could. Give me one sec, guys. I'm going to be right back. Put the tunes on for you guys. And... max out the what happens if I go over here? Yeah, but that's not what we want to show. Hold on a second. And audio output capture. Audio output capture. Winamp live trading. All right, guys, I'll be right back. You know, it's this. Whoa. Sorry, wrong button. Wow. All right, let's get into our requests. Starting off with the coin to end all coins. The Avalanche meme coin to end all Avalanche meme coins. You guys know what I'm talking about. Are you ready to rock? Well, sorry, this is my pulse chain trades. Hold on a second. I posted a bunch. I aped degen into pulse chain, guys. Not pulse chain itself. I had a bunch of pulse and pulse X, and I rolled them all into pulse chain altcoins. What am I doing here? Why do I not even have a... Why do I not even have... Okay, I know degen is in base, but why do I do not have an Avalanche watch list? Which is weird because I've been following. Oh, I think I must have pulled it off. Yeah, well, we are, listen, I mean, wow. I mean, we have just blasted through all the zones. Hello. Excuse me. All right, so let's just, okay, now, what do we got? I mean, we got to have some frames of reference here, for the love of God. Come on. Okay, good. Good frames of reference. I'm liking it. I mean, broadening wedges are tricky. You know, like here. I mean, that I don't like that. Pitchfork is probably the better thing to use here. I mean, no, I'm not really liking that either. I mean, there's no rules to drawing these things. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. Okay, hold on. I just want to see if we can get some historicity and see basically how things have played out previously. So yeah, this one just peaked the top of the channel. All well and good. Yeah, and then that was a good bearish signal right there. Okay, so I do like that. I do like that. I do like that it has performed well like that in the past, and that is a good, that's a good exit signal. Although probably not super helpful for most people. Yeah, that's just not, it's just not helpful. Right? Unless things go on so long. So we'll draw it. I mean, but I mean that then we'd be talking like, okay, not even, right? That not even. That's toward the ends of March. This could be relevant. This could be very relevant. That line could be very relevant. So let's draw this one out too. Okay, life's good. All right. Broadening wedge. Okay. Broadening wedge. Let's go find what's dude's name? Alex, where are you at, man? Alex Pearson, where are you at? Bulkowski? Bulkowski on the ascending broadening wedge. Here we go. All right. Average rise or decline, 41%, 12% to the downside. Throwback rate, 68. A megaphone tilted up. Both trend lines slope upwards. The top one slopes more steeply than the bottom one. At least 3 peaks and 3 valleys should touch their respective trend lines. I think we have it drawn pretty well. measurement rule for upwards breakouts would be the measurement from B to A projected up. Okay. From B to A. Projected up. Is that right? Did I get it? Yep, that looks right. Target. Most often you'll find them in a bull market with a downwards breakout, right? I think that's very, very clear. Like I said, we already saw that in COQ over here. That's why I wanted to see this. This is why I went back and looked at how it responded in the past. So here's that same chart pattern. And you can see that when price breaks the bottom trend line, it's just a bearish downwards movement. It's just a bearish downwards movement. Okay. So very similar. If we do end up getting price to continue drifting for quite a bit over to what? March 24th, end of March, and we break this, we're going to get a downwards bearish movement. All right. We're going to get a downwards bearish movement. All right. So what did he say? He said throwbacks and pullbacks hurt post breakout performance. What did he say? Throwback pullback rate. 68%. 68%. So this has a high chance of failing, all right? A 62% chance of pulling back to retest the point of the breakout, right? A throwback means that it's a failed movement. Pullback means that it pulls back to the zone of the breakout. And either way, it throws back 68% of the time, pulls back 62% of the time. So this is a relatively, let's call it unhelpful. I don't want to say unhelpful, but it's kind of what we have. It's the pattern that the chart is trading in. And we do have the breakout. So we have a 62% chance to throw back to quadruple zero, 47.88. Okay. So if you wanted to be a little conservative and try to get a better entry, it would be about on a 10% pullback back down here to 47.88. All right. Price currently trading at 53.08, 5 zeros in front of those numbers, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have a measured move target of 79.86, which from here to there, it's only a 50% move. It's only a 50% move, guys. It is only a 50% move. You know, as crazy as COQ is, you know, as beautiful as of where we're at. I mean, you know, COQ has done what? Like 620% here. We're only calling for another 50% move on COQ. That would be the breakout target of this kind of broadening wedge. And then if we do end up, I think, trading, not right now, because if we throw back into the range, then we would just be waiting for price to drift back down here to the supporting trend line. That's all well and good. And that would be a throwback. The movement has failed. If we get all the way over here, though, and we close down below, we know we're going to get a bearish move if this much time. I mean, that's a long time for things to go up. Altcoins usually don't give us that much, like, lax sensitivity. But COQ, I could see going up to 79.86. Again, like I said, there's a 62% chance of price throwing back to 53.18, where we could look to, or excuse me, 47.88 on that pullback target. 47.88 on that pullback target. And there's a 68% chance that we just throw back into the range completely. So if we do end up closing below 47.88, I would drop the trade because we could probably anticipate almost at that point in time, a 30% pullback back down to the supporting trend line. So when all else fails, exactly, right? And like, listen, there's an element of chance in everything that we're going to do with trading. All right. There's a massive element of chance in everything that we do with trading. Right. And nothing is a sure thing. Right. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Period. Okay. But what I have learned, one of the probably the most important lesson I've learned in trading is that if you just build a system of rules and you follow the system of rules, it doesn't really matter what your system of rules is, as long as your system is decent, is good. It doesn't have to be optimal. Optimal is the enemy of good, as long as it's just good. And a good strategy should say, hey, be aggressive in a bull market, buy pullbacks, buy breakouts, right? Be conservative in a bear market, right? Sell short breakdowns, short, fade breakouts, things like that. So yeah, just follow the rules, right? Boris asks, how can we backtest these patterns since they're so subjective? What would be amazing is if we had a comprehensive encyclopedia like Bulkowski made for these chart patterns for cryptocurrencies. Okay. We don't have those. Okay. We don't have those. All right. So we've just kind of got to use the best thing. A lot of work went into this. This is a little bit older. I don't really have any good metrics on how well this lines up. What I will tell you though, is that I do often refer back to these basic chart pattern rule sets. I do really like Bulkowski's Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. I have it somewhere around here. I think it's on my bookshelf. Have I read everything? No, but again, it's just a good frame of reference. And a lot of people use chart patterns and make money off of chart patterns. There's nothing wrong with chart patterns. It's not, my preferred style of trading, but when all else fails. Since I am admittedly going hard on the poo coins on Pulse Chain, am I an HOA? No. Nope. Brett, just check. Listen. I don't want to disclose all the positions that I'm in because I have signaled those as premium signals for the members. So I obviously like to keep. Not that I I want to hide and move in the shadows, but no, we run a company. Our alpha is an important part of what we sell. And I want to make sure that I always want to ensure that the members feel like they're getting the exclusivity, the benefits of their membership, getting that alpha in those signal channels. So you guys did see one of the positions that I'm in, which is, Lord or whatever, not Lord, but, loan. I'm sorry. But no, I'm not an HOA. You should check that out. I mean, I hate my HOA. Actually, I just like the HOA that we have here. There was some tomfoolery and whatnot, but all right. So that's COQ. We do have a breakout of the ascending broadening wedge. Measured move target would be 79.86, but high probability to throw back or pull back into the range. Initial pullback target, we could look to buy at 47.88, but then if we do end up closing below 47.88, we probably want to be out of the position because high likelihood that we pull back down here to the supporting trend line. Okay. AVAX. Bam. Done. All right, now base degen. It is still happening. It's still happening. Is this the degen chart? I just want to know. Hello, chat. Is this the degen chart? Because we had this problem yesterday with Dex Screener where it says up here COQ, and even if I go to arrow, I'll go to a different chart. So here's arrow on base, and we'll go back to degen, and it says COQ. And it's so annoying. Yes, this is the degen chart. Okay. Why does this look so different from... Yes, this is still COQ? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, didn't we we went to Gecko Terminal, didn't we? DJ is full, yeah. Okay. Gecko terminal. No. Get back in. Oh, I hate it when it does this. I love these vertical tabs, but you know, they don't allow you to, you know, like you can normally pull a tab out and then pop it back in. No, can't do that. Or at least I haven't figured out how to be successful with it. Like that tab is not going back in once you pull it out. Degen. Ah, there it is. Degen Weth. Oh, no. Not Degen Brains. I don't care about Degen Brains. Degen Weth. Help a brother out. D5. Turn that off. There we go. That's too full screen. Yeah. Snake. This will have to work. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly. Yeah, we are. Exactly what we did. Man, Gecko terminal is super slow though. I don't like the performance on here. It's bad. All right. So far not confirmed, but descending channel, 2 taps on the top, 3 taps on the bottom. So technically that is confirmation. You know, again, if we do move down to the bottom of the channel, all right. If we do move down to the bottom of the channel, it's pretty bearish movement, probably looking, I mean, that's like, yeah, that's pretty bad actually. But on the bright side, we do have an uptrend. We are coming down into that pullback buy zone between the 21 and the 55 exponential moving average right now. If we want to maintain that bullishness, all right. Again, not bad. That would confirm a higher low. All right. So what I would recommend is for the Boolahs out there, just look to see how price reacts down here at the 55 exponential moving average, 001408. All right. We can see that would be a higher low. It's where our daily 55 exponential moving average is coming in at. All right. I do love to buy between the 21 and the 55 in an uptrend. It is a fantastic pullback buy zone. On something like this that is not in a very clear bullish trend. In fact, you could argue that we're in a bearish trend because macro, we have made a lower high and lower lows. And this, we have not confirmed a higher low yet or a higher high at this point in time. We want to be a little cautious. All right. We want to be a little cautious. Obviously, strong breakout. If we can break out above the previous high at 33.82 right now, price degen is kind of pulling back down. You know, obviously very bearish targets will be back down here, which would be kind of close to the average investor cost basis at this point in time. This consolidation at the previous. Let's turn log scale on. So this is easier to, yeah, for the love of God there. Thank you. Logarithmic. Can we? There we go. That's a little easier to deal with now. Shall we? I think this is fine. Okay, yeah. Either way, descending broadening wedge, fine. Honey Badger don't care, man. Do my indicators work on deck screener? No, they do not. They do not. They do not. I mean, you can look at pretty much every chart. You can look at pretty much every chart that we would use. Like maybe it's just my process. And I could get better at that. But I know that we can basically look at, so, okay, hold on. Let's just try it. Let's just test this real quick. Oh. All right. Excuse me. Very good. All right, degen. Let's copy the address. Let's come up here. Let's go crypto. Let's go Dex. Okay. What about the pair? What if I put in this? Nope. No. If I put in the What if I get the data from Dex Screener? Here's the pair. Here's degen. Okay, that's not working. Let's go crypto, Dex, degen, WEF. But we want on base. Ethereum. Yeah, see. So again, I don't have the answer to that question, but I'm pretty sure that anything you can look at on Dex Screener, you can look at on TradingView. But I don't know exactly how to do it. If you guys could figure that out and let me know, that would really be helpful and would really improve and upgrade my altcoin trading game. The 2155 strategy you mentioned is low hit rate but high risk reward because it's trend following. Add BBWP below 10 and rising as a filtering condition and it will print money. Let's do it. Because I think we can get that indicator on Gecko Terminal and Dex Screener. Oh, here, I had it right here. But yeah, I have it right here on Gecko Terminal, but I also have it here. Okay, so that's useless. Gecko Terminal. And we can go indies. And we want Bollinger Band with percentage. Oh, there we go. There's all our indicators. Never mind. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, and then just looking at how I would trade this on the daily time frame, not discretionarily, but via my strategy, we can see that RSI is closing underneath the signal line today, so I would be closing the trade. We did get, obviously, we kind of had that bullish signal, unfortunately, up here at the top on degen, looking for that breakout right underneath the trend line. Maybe we choose not to enter because of that, but we wouldn't have even known there was nothing to draw a trend line until we got rejection, so it just is what it is. BBWP also was redlined at that point in time too, so we can see that. Not red, you can say I can't see the redlining, but yeah. So yeah, we want to see BBWP come down here underneath like 10, and yeah, RSI cross back above. So we are entering that pullback buy zone. But like Tyler said, it's high RR, but it's low win rate. Especially because we don't have any vol reset. And we have bearish RSI too. Yeah. We'll see. The degen needs to hold the 2155. Otherwise, we're probably going to drift lower and test the trend line. Thing we need to just watch for. Just watch if anything else, if you don't want to buy pullbacks. Right now, I'd be watching for breaks of 2990 or 3000 to trade to the upside, because that could be a nice juicy breakout. How much time? We don't have much time left, do we? Oh, it's time to go. All right, guys. I listen. I'm so sorry. Let me just look at it real quick. Quant. I'll look at it for like a second. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta meet with my friend. I lost track of time. Quant. No, not Dex. Fuck off. I don't want that. Quant on Coinbase. Hello. Yeah, price just broke out of a falling wedge here too. Banger. And hit the TP. So you can see that price broke out of the falling wedge. You target the 382 to the 618. Beautiful. QNT, I'd say this trade is over. The falling wedge trade. Now we got to look for additional setups. So for that, are we entering into a bullish trend? Well, volume is rising, so that's kind of one of the key points of a bullish trend. Any bottom feeder signals? Nope. All right. Let's see here. What's the strategy recommend? All right, so we've got the nice bullish MA crossover, 21 over the 55, 55 and 21 over the 200. We are, quote unquote, in a bullish trend. A really weak one, hasn't really started yet. Right now, we just kind of have the breakout of the chart pattern. Let's see here. So we would have got a buy signal. So we would have got the signal here. We could have taken any one of these three candles, right? Volatility got crushed, and now we're getting that expansion. So PTP would have caught this trade as well. We are now in a quote-unquote bullish trend. Volatility is resetting. RSI is closing underneath the signal line. So we would be out of any trades today. I don't see any positions to take on QNT right now. We are bullish. Things are nice. I'd be looking for this 21.55 pullback zone down here around $115 or waiting for another round of indicator signals right now. But so far, I would say that the trade on QNT short term is over. Again, like, you know, as far as like long-term hold portfolio, I don't really know too much about QNT to be talking like that right now, but maybe I can do some more. Excuse, was it Adam? Go back up to the top. Adam Davis. Yeah. Adam, if you can come in a later stream next week, and request again, I will try to, dedicate more time to it. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another exciting episode of the live crypto trading room. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for making my day brighter. Hope that I was able to provide you some alpha, some insights, some wisdom, and help you guys out with your trading as well. It is a mutual beneficial collaborative experience, I like to think of. If you guys want to support what we're doing, please smash the like button. It's the only way the YouTube algorithm really notices me. And if you would like to support us more, incentivize us to continue making this free content for you guys every single day, then please become a channel member. Over the next few weeks, I will be adding some great benefits and features for you guys in our Discord. If you guys would like to work closely with me and my team in 2024 to learn how to build your own trading strategy objectively, to forget following signals, check out everything that we do at Kraken Cryptocurrency with our online educational platform, and links down in the description to everything you could possibly need in life. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment, and I will see you guys on Monday's episode. Have a great weekend, and thank you guys so much for trading with me. Cheers.